Oh god, this sucks. Good morning, guys. So something unfortunate has happened, as you can see. My MacBook Pro is effing broken. At the moment, this little crack, the LCD part, totally screwed up my whole screen, and it's so messed up that it took me back to like the main menu, like the setup page where I have to put in all my information. It's rainy outside. So, what a crappy Sunday, but let's see if we can make the best of this Sunday. I'm off today, and I was planning to stay home because, you know, I'm trying to save money because I'm going to Thailand to visit some friends and enjoy my spring break in a couple weeks. So this right now, this is gonna put a serious dent in my wallet. Right now I'm heading to the Apple store in Ginza. So the line to fix my MacBook is going to take probably an hour or so. Good thing I came here early because the line's pretty short right now, but it could get longer. I just have this really sinking feeling right now that's going to cost so much money, and but if I don't get it fixed, how can I create videos, right? So let's just get it done. So after spending an hour at their Genius Bar, they took my MacBook. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but not so bad. I was predicting it to cost a little bit over $600, but the thing is, it was just a little crack, but they're gonna replace the whole screen for me, and it's gonna cost about 57,000 yen, roughly about 540 US dollars. So that ain't bad at all. It's still a lot of money, but it's a lot better than what I predicted. It's a little bit sunny. It's about 70 degrees right now, and kind of missing some Vietnamese food, so I'm probably gonna go check that out. Restaurant's actually right here, and what's cool about this is it has an outdoor patio, and it's 70 degrees today, so I cannot wait to eat some delicious Viet food. We have right here, it's bombo way. It's a spicy beef noodle soup. You have a little bit of pork in there, blood in there, top off with like scallions, onions, and so basically they put lemongrass in there, fish sauce, a little soy sauce in there as well, I believe. And that you get lemon, you get cilantro, and Thai chili peppers, and peanut sauce, and Vietnamese spring roll. And this is not too bad, not too bad. What I say is it's missing a little bit of lemongrass. They should add a little bit more lemongrass to it, and a little bit more spice to it as well, because I love spicy things. But I had a bite of the spring roll. It comes with like shrimp inside and a little bit of pork, as you can see. It also comes with this sauce, as you can see, and it's supposed to be peanut sauce, and it actually is peanut sauce, but it's not made the right way. It's a little bit watery to my liking. It's supposed to be a little bit thicker and creamier, and they're supposed to top it off with peanuts on top, so a little bit different, but it's all right. It's not the worst, but you know, I can do. Do you guys see that stairwell right there? It leads to like 7 to 8 different restaurants, and it just goes all the way up. So when you ever visit Tokyo or Japan, always check out the stairwells, because there's a stairwell right there. There's one near that what's it, Gold Akasaka sign right there, and there's one down there as well. So those stairwells often leads to many different restaurants and businesses, and in Japan it's just very compacted. It's an island, so there's not much space to build things on, so that's why they have to put businesses and restaurants on top of one another. So yeah, that's Japan for you. So you know, I love the city life and everything, but I'm just walking in an area in Tokyo. I don't know where I am, but everywhere you walk, there's just always something that catches your eyes. Like, I was just walking and all of a sudden it just appeared out of nowhere. So I think I'm gonna take a detour and just check out the shrine or temple. Just when you think you've seen it all in Japan, there's always something that you've never seen before. And the tour gate, walking through the mini tour gates was the first time. You always see this, well, I always see it on YouTube videos. I always see it when all the vloggers go to Kyoto and walk through these miniature torii gates. But for me to experience it in real life, it's something special. And there are hundreds of torii gates within this stairwell. Oh my god, this is just so mesmerizing to see. Just reflecting, walking through the shrine and the temple, and you know, I love the city life, don't get me wrong, but it gets chaotic at times, and with work and all, it's stressful, so it's always nice to find temples like this and shrines like this so that you can take a walk through and just be really at peace for like the few minutes or half hour you're in there. But once again, I just love Japanese history and culture. Like, everywhere you go, it's so clean. Their shrines and temples are in like pristine condition, and it always feels like when you're at a shrine or temple, it's stuck in its time. I felt like I went back thousands of years ago when I was up there for the few minutes, for the half hour I was up there. And you know, you can see every time you walk through the torii gates, which is right behind me, the Japanese people, like, they have so much respect for it. Every time they walk through, before they even walk through it, they, you know, take a slight bow and they go into the shrine, and when they leave, they give another bow. So it's just an amazing feeling to be in Tokyo, to be in a country where a few years ago I was going to move to, and then obstacles got in the way and challenges, and I thought I would never be able to get here. But you know, life lessons, I'm learning a little bit life lessons, like, really don't give up. You fall in a hole, try to get back up and keep on going. And I'm glad I didn't give up, because if I did, I wouldn't have this remarkable experience. I wouldn't have this experience of living abroad and, you know, get to learn about different cultures and history and people and try all the delicious food. And this is, wow, it's true happiness right now. Oh man. Oh man, Japan, you're bringing out the best of me.
I wanna get you
right now I'm in the biggest intersection of the world, Shibuya Square. Approximately 100,000 people walk here every day and it's so chaotic. There's so many people here, but that's what makes it so special. It's kind of like a 6 corners times 100, as you can see, everybody. I'm probably in the biggest electronic store in the world. Like, there are things that they sell that you've never seen before. So I'm in here because I need another battery for my Canon G7X. That's what I'm using right now. So I'm out of battery and I need to find one real quick, or else no more videos. Japan, you are so weird sometimes. What is this mechanism? It's like it massages your stomach? I don't know what's going on here. What the heck? Interesting. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap, guys. So I am in Shinjuku right now, and this is a street that I was walking through a year and a half ago when I came to Japan in December. And I posted a picture saying I will live here one day. And who would have thought? A year down the road, I am living in Japan. Sitting here right now, enjoying this nice view. It's just like very surreal to look back and see how far I came and to be able to live a dream, even though it's a short dream, in Tokyo. So this is literally customer service at its finest, and only in Japan. So after having 2 IPA beers, I decided to just leave and start window shopping again, or just looking around. And oh my god, we are right behind the Sega store right here. I do not know what they sell, probably a lot of games, but let's check it out. This is crazy. I tell you guys, every time you play these machines, do you really win? I don't think so. I mean, you do, but rarely. But this is so crazy. This is Tokyo at its best, at its finest, guys. Oh god. So just continue walking around Shinjuku, and what I noticed right here there are some pretty tall buildings right behind me. And as you can see, movie theater back there, the hotel's back there, and just being like just walking through here, it makes you seem very small. It just makes you realize how much is going on in this world, how big this world, and it makes you realize like you just have to experience it. And I am glad I'm fortunate enough to be able to travel, to live in another country, and to see things that I would never imagine seeing. It's just really fulfilling, and it just means so much right now. Tokyo is just crazy, guys. Alright, my battery's about to die. I think that's the end of the vlog. I'm just gonna continue on and just hang out in Tokyo, but I cannot film anything more because my battery's dead. So I hope you guys enjoyed the Tokyo vlog. If you want to see something else, let me know. And I'll go out there and go to the places that you guys have suggested. So thank you for tuning in, and come back next time and watch another episode of Winning Without Borders. Thank you.